I'm Joel Gilmer with Enfield Technologies at Pack Expo 2014, and today we're going to be going through some of the new demos that we have in our booth this year. The first one we're going to start with is our 6-degree freedom Hexapod. On this setup, we have 6 of our proportional valves, the LSVO5S, along with 6 position feedback cylinders from pneumatics. The feedback is built into the rod of the cylinder. Underneath this setup, we have the control electronics that are running this entire machine. So for each axis, we have a C1 proportional valve controller, and we also have a power supply that's supplying power to the rest of these C1 controllers. Additionally, as a show controller that's running each individual axis, combining together all of them, is the BR-ANA show controller from Gilderfluke. This type of setup is commonly seen in 6-degree of freedom systems. Also, we see it in 3-degree of freedom systems, which is probably the more common implementation when being used for leveling systems. What we're doing here, and what we typically use this for in industry, is when you have parts coming out of a machine, being able to automatically level what's going on. So as parts would come in and be distributed throughout the system, we would pay attention to the position feedback on each axis. By doing that, we'd be able to adjust one or more of the cylinders to make sure the system stays level. This is beneficial because, number one, you can keep the height constant that the parts are falling into, and you can also make sure that the system does not tip over or fall over, and that the parts are evenly dispersed throughout the system. And now for the second demo of booth, we're going to take a look at a conveyor demo we put together this year that showcases many of the standard applications that you use servo pneumatics for in the packaging and labeling industries. The first one we're going to take a look at is guide rail positioning. So here we have a pneumatic cylinder that's adjusting the width of the guide rail as different size products can come down the conveyor. This is very useful because you can use a single cylinder for different size products, and you don't have to have a manual adjustment for each one. The second axis we have on here is a pick and place axis. So a Y and Z axis that's being done by a rodless cylinder and a valve position feedback sensor. We also have a vacuum cup where we're adjusting the proportional flow that goes to it to create a variable vacuum rate for the system. This allows us to pick up different size products and allows us to pick up different weight products as they require different amounts of vacuum. Running this entire system, we have a B&R PLC that's controlling 4 Enfield S2s and 1 Enfield LSVO5S. To interface with the PLC, we have a D1 driver that's controlling the currents going to the LSVO5S valve. Once again, this is what controls the rates and the flow that's coming through the vacuum generator. Thank you for taking the time to take a look at our products. For more information, you can check out our website at www.enfieldtech.com.